Kia ora, good morning bladers, and welcome to the best time of the year for rollerblading. It is Winterclash season, and I'm bringing you a blade news special covering all the new products that came out at Winterclash, in particular the skates, all the new skates. I'm going to summarize them all, everything you need to know about them right here, all before Winterclash is even finished, so you're in luck. Before we get into that though, I want to show you this clip here. One of the only clips I'm going to show today is of Jaro, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, the dude skating icon, dumb man. I think this clip really embodies the vibe at Winterclash. Not that I've ever been, hopefully I get to go one day, but everyone helping him land this trick after he's doing what? A hurricane topsail on the railing? That's absolutely insane. A hurricane fish, man. I was even underplaying a hurricane topsail to being saved and pushed back in to lace it up. Absolutely dope, and just perfectly captures that vibe. But you know, we're gonna move on to the products. We're gonna start off with the most anticipated one, which is the new skate from Them Skates, the Them 901. And most of the guesses about the Them 901 were correct, because this is an entry-level budget skate by them, brand new mold. And the way they made it a cheaper skate, before I get to the price point, is they have made it a softer, cheaper plastic on both the cuff and the boot. But it's still keeping all the key features, like it's still got a rockable cuff. You know, they downgraded the buckle, so it's not got a plastic buckle. It comes with the brand new sole plate and frame we saw earlier. The sole plate is now bigger, and it seems to be more of a grinder blade of focus, because the new frame is also anti-rocker. But the new frame, I put this up for patrons earlier. Shout out to patrons, all the details here. The frames are designed to fit each size of skate better. So they're different sizes. I don't really know what the changes were there, but they should fit better. You can actually skate them flat, according to John, if you skate 58mm wheels. Although I'm sure that will suck, I'll be real. Despite the new plastic being cheaper, they managed to keep the same hardware quality and the same plastic for the frame and the sole plate, meaning you're going to have a similar sliding experience to the 909. They seem to have cut corners in all the right places. And all those cut corners have got it down to the price of $250 US, which is a great entry level point. And I'm so glad there's now an option for people to get thems for less than $300. That's really good. And they're for pre-order right now. You can order them over from Them Skates or any of your favorite skate shops. And if you do that, you get a pre-order bonus for getting this nice shirt and a tote bag and a cool keychain, which is really good. Doesn't matter if you get it from them or you get it from a skate shop, you'll get that pre-order bonus. So it's a great time to get them if you want it. Now, the community reaction to these skates has been interesting. It's not been a huge dub. It's been a bit of a mixed reaction. I asked you guys directly, and you guys have been on both sides. Some people saying they're a little disappointing, or they just kind of hit the mark, they're whelmed, they're fine, you know, like this one. Or just straight up disappointed, like Tommy here. And there's even been some people confused over on Rollerblading, asking like, how are these $100 cheaper? They look so similar, you know. And that's a big point that kind of stands out to me, is that these skates, they look so similar. If you showed me this picture like a week ago, I wouldn't even notice this is a new skate. You could have like had these in front of me. I would probably just be like, what? This? I don't think I'd even notice they were different. Might be because they're black, but I don't know. They're definitely, like, as you can see, there are changes. Is the new, this has got the more of the 908 kind of lacing, like an updated version. So you probably get more out of the laces, and it has got the new squiggle on the boot. But it's very similar to the original. Different, but very similar. And just to add a quick piece of my opinion on this, if anyone cares, I think this skate is overall great for blading. Like I said, an entry-level Them skate at $250 is great. And I think this is a great direction for them, and it's a huge W for blading. But again, I find myself disappointed in the Them drop. I don't know if I tend to always overhype them. I notice I do that. I definitely kind of, whenever there's something new coming from them, I kind of put everything I wish in a skate on the line. I'm like, they're going to do it for me, you know? I try not to let that happen, but it happens every time. But this skate, I just see a 909. Even if it has a different kind of flex and fit, it's meant to have the exact same fit. So there's no different fits, no different sizing. It's just a 909 that's a bit softer and a lot cheaper. I was really hanging out hoping we'd get some kind of Them sole frame. I think that would have made it more unique. But again, you probably don't even need to make a new boot for that. And there's a few people saying like, we might have just been able to get away with just having a new sole plate on this drop instead of a whole new mold. Because I think it is kind of crazy that they would go out of the way to make a whole new mold. That's so much money to make a skate that is virtually identical to the 909, just slightly different designs on the boot, and you're just using a different plastic. Like, you could have achieved the exact same thing just using different plastic on the mold you already have. I know that Them kind of put it all on the line for this one. If you watch the podcast he did with Benjamin Magaziner, he did it, launch a new podcast. Do not recommend watching that. Honestly, I was dying. It was like the worst viewing experience of my life. I don't know. I'm not to be a mega hater, but damn, I forced myself to watch it to get the info, and it was a miserable time. I mean, but the thing that stood out to me about it, other than there's been a lot of work that's put into it, and I think it's it's gonna be a good skate. The fact that John mentioned that they're all in on the skate, they even closed the New York City store they opened up.
So on the topic of New York, actually, we're closing New York. A lot of that has to do with all the money being pushed into this new skate.
But it's them, they're going to kill it. And John ultimately is doing great things for blading. And this is definitely a huge nitpick, everything I'm saying here. We're so lucky to have John bringing 2 new boot modes with 2 new options. And being able to mix and match all the parts is so cool. It gives you so many options for the skate now. So now you're going to be able to dial it in even more, which is really cool. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Moving on to the next skate though, the one that I think is received a lot better. After years of teasing and even a whole full part from Victoria skating these skates, the Faction Plastiks are here and available for pre-order. And they blew my mind, man. They look amazing. They look so much better than they do with any of the things we've seen of it so far. So here's John skating them for the first time here. And again, he's skating them so you can't really see him. But when I saw this picture here, sorry, not that one, this one from Faction, these look amazing, dude. They did such a good job. These look so well polished. I can tell time and thought has gone into the colorway. And if you don't like the bluey gray colorway, there's also a black. I think the choice of this like tan gold matching accents on this looks so good. And this is such a nice point. So if you don't know anything about the skate, it is a new plastic boot from Faction. Faction only has had carbon skates before. This is their first plastic boot. And I think it looks great. I think this in comparison to the them, for me, this, like, I didn't expect it to be this cool. This looked this good. It was like better than I expected. Whereas them, I overhyped and it was worse than I expected, you know. And it's probably not their fault, but that's just what happened. But anyway, as you can see, we got the nice detailing on the boot and the nice tan colorway and the black here. I was kind of not a fan of the open, you can see the rockable cuff, but it works here with the different colors. I actually like it quite a lot. And people have been skating it and loving it. There's a nice liner on it here. Just like them, all the parts are interchangeable in their other skate. It looks like they skate good, and I'm so hyped that these are finally here. Yeah, like I'm saying, if you want to get them, pre-orders are open right now. You can get them at Faction Skate, and it's definitely the year of the hard boot. There's so many plastic boot options and so many brand new molds. That's another brand new mold. When I look at that skate, I see like I don't know, I'm probably completely off on this, but I see a Solomon skate when I look at that skate. I don't know why, but maybe it's just the colorway or something, but it's giving me Solomon vibes, and I liked it a lot. It's got huge sole plate and stuff. Looks good. Shout out to Clark, he did a great job on it. Moving on though, Spook Wackadoo, he's been coming in clutch for this dude. Definitely give him a follow if you haven't on Insta. He's got all the, I'm sure he's going to post a real video on YouTube too. But yeah, this is a picture he got here. He's officially a leaker, but not really, of a new Cougar skate in a white colorway. Now, this is the first one we saw. It looks like some kind of mock-up because, man, it doesn't, it looks like someone colored it in. Like, look, it's not, it didn't even stand the lines, you know. But the end actual product looks great. Here's another close-up of it here at the trade show. I like this colorway, makes the skate look even better. And I got to stand by the fact I got a chance to skate these skates and they are really good. I was very blown away by how they performed. There's someone, whoever designed them knows what they're doing. Like the flat stock setup is great for skating. There's no wheel bite. It's got good support. It's comfortable. It's a great product and a great entry level first product for Cougar to put on the market. I think the craziest thing about this skate is that it's actually going to be in skate shops like within the next few weeks or so or something if you want to get it, compared to almost every other skate we're going to talk about today being months off. You know, you're not going to be able to get it for a while. And as far as I know, this was Cougar's first year at Winterclash, and they had a pretty rough start, having a racist post targeted at them by Razors on Main. They posted on Main a racist post, which I won't get into today, but I'm going to look into further, so stay tuned for that. But man, do we need any more reason to hate Razors? Don't get me started. But anyway, Cougars had a great year here. They've came in, they supported Julian Coudeau with what I assume is a actual salary to skate, gave him a pro skate, and have funded him do a bunch of edits and cool stuff. And they're at Winterclash with the second boot already. Everything's looking great. Next up, the new skate from Rollerblading is here, and thank God it is a Cameron Talbot pro skate, and it's looking very nice. Another white colorway boot here with the nice kind of camo or like hunting texture on the strap and the liner, the green highlights. The logo on the back is like a cat logo, which I like the, I assume like the digger, but maybe not. I could be off with that, but with a tree in the middle, very like earthy and nice vibes. And Cameron was my personal skater of the year last year. I think he killed it in all his edits, and I'm very excited for the promo edit for these. If he's making one, I hope he is. And I think the skate came out really good. It looks nice. Carlos Brunel's got another pro suede coming, and this one's actually very interesting because it's got a little bit of skin on it like the Aeons do. and it looks very nice. It seems to be a year of the gray skate because we've got another gray skate option here. Look at the nice colorway on the back here, the nice stamp. And as far as I know, this is the first suede that has this material kind of soft boot bit on the top, which I assume has the advantage of actually being able to like give in and hug into your foot, which is very nice. And overall, a really nice skate for a great skater. Again, can't wait for the promo for this because he goes hard. Like, he ain't lying when he says in this post here, you know, hammers are calling, because he's got the hammers calling. I can't wait to see it. And while we're on the Power Slide buzz, they also have a new Playlife React skate or Playlife skate. Not too sure on the name of this one or anything yet, but it's a very, people are hating on it. Like, here we got Playtik, a bunch of these skates calling this, bunch of comments calling this skate really, like, yeah, I don't think it's too bad, especially because it's with Playlife React. It's going to be a cheap skate. Like, I'm excited to find out what the price point of this is. Don't know it as of yet. Probably could find out for us Power Slide. But it looks nice to me. It doesn't look too bad. Looks cheap, though. Definitely looks cheap. An interesting insight into it, though, according to Uncle Ollie, who you should definitely follow on Facebook if you don't. This is most likely the mold that Loco was going to use for their skate they've been working on for the last few years. Seems like Power Slide bit them to it with this one here. But it is an open mold, apparently. So, you know, there's bound to happen. No one's to blame or anything. And I'm sure Loco could still do it. They're coming in with a new sole plate and stuff for it anyway. They're going to have a sole frame, and I'm still excited to see what that is. And my patrons know about it, but I haven't talked to you guys about it, although I'm sure you know. There's a brand new M12 that came out called the M12 Plus, which even has a callback to the original name of the M12 by saying the 13 Plus on the back of the cuff there. But the M12 Plus comes with the R2 liner, R2 liner. I think it's technically, anyway, and a bigger sole plate, something that people would be begging for in the skate for years. And I remember skating that thing. There's nothing like doing grinds on the M12. It's the only kind of sole that doesn't feel like it hugs on the ledge. Like, you are just, it's almost like a C-slide, which does have the benefit of making you skate more properly. You can't get away with doing tricks wrong. Now, this looks like a tasteful bit of extra sole plate on it, and I'm actually very interested in the skate. I wondered how much this will change the feel of it. The thing that stood out to me about it the most, though, was if you go over to pre-order this on Loco Skates, they have their like size fit checker, and the M12 is usually fits small, right? It's a hard fit, but they're saying this is true to size now. So I wonder if that liner really frees up some space in there. One can dream about that, right? Because this is like the OG skate. It's got so much history. Man, I love the skate, and I've loved the skate of the game. But I did go to price it up, and it's going to cost me to get it shipped here. It's a €400 skate, which in New Zealand dollars is $850 or something with postage, which is just absolutely insane. Like, I just cannot. There's just no way in hell I could ever afford that, which I am super gutted about, man. And that's definitely not a, it's a stark contrast to all the other skates talking about today. It's not an entry-level skate at all. It's a premium skate. And it's the first new product from the new owners from Roces, which is interesting. I kind of like this direction they're going, other than the price. Should also note that every single skate is numbered. There's only 300 of them, and they're numbered on the cuff, on the tag. I'll show you. But yeah, consider buying one of the Blade News hats or some laces, or support me on Patreon, or leaving a comment so I continue making these videos and I can dream about getting these skates one day. Anyway, Roces had another skate. It's the another pro skate for Savosin, and it's inspired by fire. It's a Fifth Element. Looks great, cool colorway. I think it works quite nice. It stands out, and I can feel the flame when I look at that. It looks like almost like the OG kind of 90s flame, and that's what comes to mind when I look at this. And I'm afraid of the promo that Savosin's going to do for this. But again, this compared to the M12, this is way less interesting because it's just a Fifth Element. There's no changes other than as a sick new colorway. And that's all the new skates I could find at Winterclash 2025 while I'm being on the other side of the world, not being at the event, and definitely being mad about it. Here's a sick clip to send us off from Levy, absolutely destroying in the Hang Losers Bowl comp. Look at that switch up, dude. So dialed in. It would have been cool without the 360 switch up. But yeah, let me know if you prefer, if this was a good way to cover the products happening at Winterclash. Should I have waited? Is it good to get jump on it? Did you prefer that? If this video added some value for you, I'd appreciate a like and maybe a comment, so I know I didn't waste my whole day doing this and actually add some value to the world. It would mean a lot. And yeah, massive thank you to my existing Blade News correspondents and patrons. Can't do this without them. And yeah, go for a skate today. And while you're at it, maybe watch this other video I did here. It was a street skate mission I did with one of the homies here. That's a bit of a slow, long one, but I think there's some good value in it, and I think it'll hype you up to go street skate. So definitely check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Appreciate you guys though. Go for a skate.